Hello, Melissa.
Hello.
Hello. My name's Fern, and I'd like to welcome you here today to do a complete Indian head massage. And I haven't done this routine for a very long time, and I'm very grateful to you for allowing me to use you as a model to practice some of these Indian head massage moves. And I'm sure you will enjoy a very relaxing full Indian head massage. So I'm going to put my hands lightly on your shoulders, and then what I'd like you to do is take 3 breaths in with me. So in through your nose and then out through your mouth. And number 1. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. You stay still and relaxed, and I'm just going to do a couple more breaths myself. Okay, thank you. Now, we did a little bit of a consultation earlier, and we decided that you'd like to try with some oils to use on the Indian head massage, just to make it a bit smoother. Because although you can do Indian head massage with clothes, sometimes it's easier to do it with a massage medium, particularly if you've got stress and nervous tension in your shoulders and in the bottom of your neck and across the scalp as well. And actually oils really help with that. So I've got a couple of things. One of my favourite barrier oils, so that's an oil that you mix essential oils into, is avocado oil. Now, avocado oil is really, really good for hair. It helps to repair the cuticles in the hair and any damage that might have been caused in the hair, and is very hydrating for your beautiful hair. And then one of the most essential oils, and one of my favourites actually, is rosemary. So what I'd like to do is just open up the rosemary and actually get you to smell that, and I'm sure you will see what I actually mean.
Oh, it smells so nice.
It's got almost like it's a combination, because obviously you know rosemary is a herb. It's got a combination of a sort of herbal and almost medicinal scent to it, which really for some reason I think belongs on the hair. There are lots of other oils as well which are good for the hair, things like lavender and cedarwood. Peppermint even is very nice on the hair as well, and tea tree oil. Now, the one thing to be very, very cautious of is, although these oils sound very nice, they're very potent, and you must never use them directly on your scalp or your hair. They always have to be diluted into a carrier oil. And as I said, today we're going to use avocado oil. So I'm just going to mix this up now. So the first part is taking the avocado oil, which is this, which is like a base oil. So it's an oil that you can mix other oils into. So I've got my lovely little tiny measuring pot here. Just pour some of this in, and it's just enough because we're going to do the arms and the top of the head as well, so we just need enough in there for that. And then we are going to put some of this wonderful rosemary. It is lovely, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So we literally just need, there we go, just a drop. And then we're just going to mix that up fully. And you smell that. You can smell it sort of diluted, but it's still got that smell really overall. Nice. Okay, so what I'm going to start doing is pour this into my hand. And this is going to go across your shoulders because we're going to start with those shoulders and down into the arms. So we're just going to start relaxing these shoulders really nicely. A little bit of what we call effleurage around this area, which helps to get the oil penetrating into the skin. And this way you can probably tell the difference between, I think the last practice massage you did with me, we had clothes on, and sometimes that can drag a bit, whereas this one with the oil, you can actually smooth very fluidly across the skin. So there's your effleurage, that's great. And then what I'm going to do is a little bit of what we call thumb sweeping. And this will tell me if you've got any tension between your spine and your scapular area there. A little bit of crystal build up there, just on this right shoulder. Okay, just going to effleurage briefly there as well. And then slight pinch on these thumb moves just to smooth out any crystals, and you've still got some on this side. Can you feel those little popping noises in your right shoulder there?
Yeah.
Around your scapula? We'll get rid of those. So what I'm going to do, which will really help, I'm just going to move your hair to one side, and then I'm just going to focus on this right shoulder, which is where you've got quite a lot of the popping there, and going to just do some heel of hand friction moves around this area, in particular where you've got that stress. It's going to loosen that up quite a bit. And I'm going to do the same on the left hand side. So effleurage again. Effleurage is a nice soothing move in between. So when you do something like frictions or knuckling or anything like that, just a little bit of effleurage in between just helps to calm the area down that you've just been working on. And then normally, there we go, we would do quite a bit of knuckling to the spine, but you said this area is particularly sensitive, so we're not going to spend too long on that, but we'll just do a little bit for now. And we'll concentrate on this shoulder area. So thumb rolls over the shoulder. So I'm going to start on the outside here. See how relaxing this massage is with the oils. Can you smell the rosemary in there?
I really can. It's so nice.
There we go. And then we'll do the same with what we call finger rolls. So this really helps get rid of any tension in that area. And then how's that pressure for you?
It's really good.
Good.
Thank you.
Just tell me if I press too hard.
Will do.
I'm just going to use my heel of my hand just to go over that, and I'm just going to press against your back slightly, and that's just to give you a little bit of support while I'm doing this. I'm going to support you again, and then I'm just going to soothe right down this part of your arm and then come up. Just after I've soothed it all down, I'm now going to do something called hacking. I don't know if you've heard of this. It actually really helps to stimulate the area, but can be a bit off-putting if you've not had it done before. And obviously it's a move that I'm getting practiced at again. I've had to actually read up on this bit, so really loose wrist. So thank you again for letting me practice on you, but tell me if it's painful. How does that feel?
Feels really nice. I can feel the tension easing.
Yeah. Really helps if you've got any tension in there left at all. I'll do some effleurage after that. I'm just going to do a little bit more slightly aggressive moves along here now we've warmed up that area. And on this side as well. So that's the shoulders that we spent quite a bit of time on. Now what I'm going to do is move to your upper arms. I just need a tiny bit more oil on there. Okay. Right. Going to squeeze this slightly, just release any tension from in that upper arm. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Right, just going to push against your head there, just to give you some support while I just do heel pushes. Going to soothe it down with my forearm here. Right, a little bit more oil, and then what I'm going to try and do is the bottom of the arms so that I can reach your hands as well. So believe it or not, the hands actually hold quite a lot of tension.
That feels so nice.
Yeah, it's an unusual move, but it really helps to take stress out of this because we use this part of our arms a lot. Right, I'm going to come around here and do this part, do it this way. Actually, you've got quite a lot of tension in here. Right. Just going to massage a little bit in between these areas here. Often areas that get overlooked are the hands. Just massage these fingers a little bit. Pop your arm down. Just going to massage all the way down there and up. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. There we go. Okay, pop that down. Right, okay, we're going to move on now to the neck area. Now, you said to me earlier in the consultation that this is feeling a bit sensitive today, so we're not going to do loads on the neck, we're just going to very gently manipulate it slightly. So what I just want to do is very gently rock your head forward and back. Just once more. Okay, that's plenty. And then I'm literally just going to do a few moves around the base of your neck. And then what I'm going to do is to take the stress off you, I'm just going to let you lean into my arm and we're just going to work this area. We'll just keep away from the occipital. Just focus on this area of the neck. But hopefully with me taking on most of the stress, it won't cause you any problems. But we'll not do any friction work around here. If anybody feels sensitive, it's not worth aggravating it. It could be that you've done a lot of maybe office work or something like that, and it needs to be treated very sensitively. Okay, so we're just going to move to the other side. There we go. Just going to stretch that out a bit nice and gently. So I'm focusing more on the areas around, but not around this area where you're sensitive at the moment. So rather than any frictions or pulls, we'll just effleurage. And maybe next time we'll have a little bit more time to spend on that area. Okay, so that's the neck area that we've done. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some slightly more oil, and this time this is really for the hair growth. So as I mentioned before, avocado and rosemary, very ideal base oils and essential oil for the hair to really help with repairing any damage. Right, so I'm just going to focus now on the scalp. So I'm going to do some heel rubs around the ear, but I'll hold on to one side so that your neck doesn't get overused. Same on this side. So keeping the friction to your scalp rather than around the base of your neck. Right, I'm just going to do a little bit of ruffling. And slight tug on the hair as well. Just really releases any tension in your scalp. Do some what we call piano taps, like you're playing a piano. These are all different techniques just to release the tension. Right, I'm just going to rest your head in here. That's it, lovely. Just releasing any pressure points. Okay, now I'm going to move to the other side. Okay. Be a slight squeeze. Right, that's the end of the scalp part. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just move on to a face massage. And this is the part of the Indian head massage that really helps you to relax those facial muscles that you don't realise actually hold quite a lot of tension. So again, are you okay having oil on your face?
Yeah.
Okay, especially this rosemary, because rosemary is good for the face as well, especially with the avocado oil that we've got in there. So if you put your head right back against me, it's lovely. Thank you. Right, if you lean your head back, is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm just going to move and do some slight pressure moves along your eyebrows here. Takes away any pressure from those areas. Often very good for headaches, migraine. It's going to move under what we call the zygomatic bone. Just put a little bit of pressure around there. You can probably feel, it feels like a strange move, but it actually really helps to release tension in this part of your face. More. I'm just going to move to the ears slightly. You just rest on me if you need to at all. Right, what I'd like you to do now is do what we did at the very beginning and take in 3 deep breaths alongside what I'm doing. Right, first one coming. Second one. Last one. There we go. Thank you. How did that feel?
Yeah, I felt really good. I'm so
Good.
relaxed. Thank you so much.
Don't forget, aftercare we'll go through in a moment once I've got some water for you, and then we'll just talk through what you've got to watch out for, because that was quite a long treatment. So there are things that you need to watch out for, and definitely keep your water content up as well. But we'll go through that in detail, and I'll give you a little card to take away with you for aftercare. Thank you for joining me today, and welcome to what is going to be a lovely, relaxing facial and scalp massage. So we're going to cleanse and tone quite a bit today, and do a mask on your face as well. And while that mask is drying, we'll do a little bit of a scalp massage just to release some tension around your scalp area. And we'll also do a little bit of a facial with a little bit of massage moves on the face, just to relax any tension that is on your face currently. Just before I start, I'm going to have a look at your face. And is there anything that you feel I might need to know about that has irritated your skin, or any particular issues that you've had to do with your face or your scalp that you need to make me aware of?
My face, my skin in general can be quite acne prone and sensitive.
Right, okay. So that's useful to know, and we'll try and avoid, I think, putting oils onto the face today. We'll keep the oil away from the face, and just when we do the scalp massage, keep the oils to the hair and scalp. So we'll do a basic standard facial, just cleansing and toning with a face mask. And while, as I said, that's drying, we'll do a little bit of scalp work just to create that overall sense of relaxation. I don't know if you know about the benefits of facial, so I'll just go through some of the highlights of facials in terms of the benefits that it can bring to your face in particular. So one of the most obvious ones is removing dead skin cells by cleansing the face, and stopping that congestion forming that can create sort of acne prone skin. Really making sure that you have a good cleansing routine can really help to maintain some lovely smooth skin. Okay, it definitely is part of that overall sense of well-being that we're working on. So eventually we'll get to the stage where no part of the body is neglected in terms of focus on that and overall body well-being. And the face is an important part in that as well, because we hold lots of tension in the face, in particular around the jawline and around the eye area, and even the nose area here, by that wonderful zygomatic bone here. There we go. So we'll work on that gently. So what I'm going to start with is by cleansing the face, just very gently, so that I can remove any dead skin cells, increase that blood circulation to the face surface, and just make sure that it's thoroughly clean, so that the mask that we put on in a while really penetrates into your pores. Okay, so I'm just going to get the cleanser onto my hands. Hopefully you can smell those lovely wafts of citrusy flavours as well. That gives a lovely scent and aroma. Okay, right, just going to start really slowly with this. While I'm doing this, I'm just going to check your skin as well, just to check for any contraindications which might prevent the massage. Then I'm going to pop a little bit across the shoulders and neck just so that we get a little bit there. Okay, that's lovely. And then what I'm just going to do is just get my cleansing cloths so that I can just cleanse that off. So these are my wonderful cleansing mitts that I've discovered. So when I learned how to do this first, it was all sponges. These are wonderful if you just dampen them, and then they're really cooling to the touch as well. And just because they're like mittens, they can allow you to get into all the nooks and crannies while you remove that cleanser off. Just going to get under the eyes slightly there. If we were doing a very deep facial, obviously we would look at removing makeup and doing some special eye cleanse as well, but for this first cleanse and very basic facial, we'll just make sure we've got all the cleanser off. There we go. So we pop these away while I get some toner, and the toner will just remove any remaining cleanser. Okay, so that's just a simple toner which removes any remaining cleanser that is left on the skin. Now, because you had no makeup on, a first cleanse is absolutely fine. So what I'm going to do now is just do a little bit of a mini massage on your face. So I'm just going to use some avocado oil, which I know you have liked in the past. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that in my measuring pot. Just enough, we don't need loads. Put that in my hand. Just so that we can have a little bit of a gentle massage. And this gives me a chance to really look at your skin in a lot more detail as well. Just a few thumb circles around this area. So what you're doing is, while you're cleansing and inspecting, you're also creating a sense of relaxation in that area. And these are areas that often get missed in massage but do actually hold quite a bit of tension. And sometimes facials are very focused on cleansing and toning and moisturising, and actually the massage part is very, very shortened, but actually it's worth spending some time on this part of your face. Okay. You can feel under your skin as well for any lumps or bumps that might be of concern. And then lymph drainage out to sides of your face. A little bit of finger pressure under that zygomatic bone. Just going to work these eyebrows as well. A little bit of pressure point there. And you often do feel when you're massaging here what's needed, because everybody's different in terms of their needs. A little bit of acupressure there. Just to relieve any tension that's there. A little bit of scissor move along here, get rid of any tension. Anytime you do something a little bit vigorous, the next move should be calming. Okay. A little bit of effleurage there. I'm just going to finish with the ears, which often hold a lot of tension. Right, the next stage is I'm just going to wipe off that oil before I put the mud mask on you. So I'm just going to reach for my cloths again. I'm just going to remove that oil. All right, now I'm going to blot off with a tissue just so that it's nice and clear. Any moisture's been taken off before we put the mud mask on. So just any excess is then removed and blots that. Okay, what we're going to do now is put a mud mask on your face to really cleanse some of those areas so that you feel absolutely spotlessly clean. And I've got some face masks here to choose from, and I think what we'll probably do is use a green tea clay mask. How does that sound?
Sounds lovely.
Okay, I'm going to open up the mask now. I'm going to put an amount of the mask. Right, I'm just putting the mask into a separate bowl so that we don't contaminate. And then we're going to use the bowl separately, and then we're just going to paint this over your face. Like so. And this is quite calming, actually, doing something like this. This is something that you can quite easily do yourself at home as well. It's very cooling on the skin, so especially if you've got inflamed skin, you can use that to help it calm down. Get this tiny bit under the nose. Be careful when you get near the eyes that you don't actually get into the eyes, because the eyes need different treatment, very sensitive, and thin skin around the eyes that need a different product. This is very relaxing for you, hopefully, while I'm doing this, and cooling as well. Green tea has some fabulous properties. Very good for the skin. Just do slightly under the chin there. There we go, that should be lovely and cooling. Okay, now you mentioned that with the scalp massage you don't want me to use oils today. So while your face mask is drying, what I will do is just do some gentle scalp massage moves, but I won't use oil on the hair in this instance. But normally I would encourage you to use oil where possible, but obviously if you're going out later, or you're meeting somebody after you've had the treatment, then it's perfectly acceptable to do a scalp massage without oils. Okay, so I'm just going to do some few gentle moves around here. So this is where I can just do some finger rubbings around this area. Obviously, because it's a relaxing facial, just keep the moves to very gentle moves, not vigorous ones. Obviously, some Indian head massages, for example, and scalp massages can be very vigorous because they're really trying to stimulate the blood flow. But this one's just a gentle scalp massage, just taking advantage while the mud mask is drying. Do a little bit of pressure moves on here. Do some raindrops or piano tapping, as it's called. Very gentle moves, but really creates a sense of relaxation. Either like raindrops dropping on your head in a nice way, or piano tapping. Going to effleurage that out, and then I'm going to do some tiny bits of hair tugging, nothing vigorous, just to stimulate this part of the scalp. There we go. Right, how does the scalp massage feel? Are you all still awake?
Yeah, barely.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the mud mask and make sure that skin is almost squeaky clean, ready for you to get ready to go out. Okay, I'm just going to go and get my mittens newly cleansed and washed. Let's just do these. And these mittens are quite interesting because on one side you've got a slightly more abrasive, so where if the mud doesn't come off easily, you can turn the sponge over, and it's got a slightly more rigorous coverage, which is really helpful. So you can get most of it off with this. And then we'll get the rest off. Let's just turn that around and use the other side. And then we'll get the remainder off with some cotton pads. Okay, we're just going to do one final sweep just to make sure we've got rid of all of that. There's none left there, that's good. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pop on some vitamin C and collagen. This might be a bit cold on the skin. It's really cooling. Just going to get that to seep in. I'll leave you with a lovely, cooling, cleansed feeling. Right, just to finish, I just want you to take a few deep breaths with me. So if we do this 3 times, so in through your nose and out through your mouth. So 1, 2, and last one. What we're going to do this time is a body massage, and so that's going to cover your whole body, just not just the top part of your scalp, your hair and the back of your shoulders. This one is going to extend down to the rest of your body as well. So it sounds like from what you've discussed earlier that you felt that very therapeutic, and you obviously react very well to essential oils. So rather than what we would normally do with a body massage, which is perhaps use a pre-blended oil, I'm going to take on board our discussion. You said in particular for the last couple of weeks you've been suffering from occasional tension headaches because you've got a lot going on. And obviously I would have maybe recommended an Indian head, but we want to explore other treatments and see if they do work for you. So what we're going to do is a body massage, but I'm going to do an oil blend for you, which is specifically geared towards headaches. So while I get the knots out of your beautiful hair here, I'm going to think about the oils that might be relevant for headaches, and then I'll stop in a moment and I'll make the blend up for you. Okay, so you just relax while I'm doing that, and I'm just going to decide on a base oil and 3 types of aromatherapy oils that I can mix for your particular need at the moment.
Thank you.
Right, I'm just going to grab my measuring jug, and we want quite a lot of oil in this one. So I'm actually using an avocado base oil. So I think we tried the almond oil last time. And avocado has a lovely soothing effect on the skin. Do that for now. And then I've got 3 oils that I've identified as helping with headaches, and we're just going to put in a couple of drops of each. So we've got the top note going in first, 3 drops, and we've got rosemary, got rose. Right, I'm just going to blend that all together. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. So I'm going to pop this under the table so that you can actually smell that.
Oh, that smells lovely. I love the rosemary.
The rosemary is the middle note there, which is pulling together the rose and the eucalyptus, which is probably the oil that you can smell first, and then you're going into the rosemary. You're quite correct, and it does smell similar to the rosemary I've got in my garden.
It reminds me
quite,
of in the garden.
Yeah, pungent smell. So sitting in the garden, if you're next to a rosemary bush, you get that same sort of smell. And it's quite therapeutic for headaches in particular. So I'm going to hopefully alleviate some of those headaches for you with this blend. And we'll see if this works for you, then we can use it again in the future as well. Okay, so if you're relaxed, we will start the massage. And just to explain what's going to happen today, I'm going to, because you're already lying on your front, I'm going to start with the back of the legs, and then I'm going to do the arms, then I'm going to do the back, and then I'll turn you over and we'll focus on the neck area, neck and shoulders, and then a little bit on the abdomen as well. How does that sound?
It sounds lovely. Thank you.
All right, so we will get started. I'm just going to do a couple of breaths in. If you want to do those with me, you can. This is obviously so that I'm as calm as you are, so that I can give you a very good massage in a calm manner. So deep breath in and out for 3. Okay, Melissa, if you're ready, we're going to start with the full body massage. And as I said, we're going to start with your legs first. So I've just uncovered your left leg. Now, obviously, because we're on camera, we have to be a little bit wary of what we display. So we've covered up to, uncovered to the top of your leg, but obviously we won't go any further, and we'll try and get in as much as we can to the top of your leg without going any higher, for obviously privacy reasons. So we will do our best to cover this as much as possible. So that wonderful blend that I made, I'm just going to pop some of that into my hand. And because it's with a body massage, you don't want too much oil, you just want enough that it's going to cover the leg so that it doesn't drag the skin. But hopefully you'll get the therapeutic value of the oil blend as well. Okay, so I'm just going to effleurage to get that oil on. I'm going to start giving some deeper moves into the leg. If anything hurts at all, do let me know.
No, that bit feels really nice, like how deep it is.
Yeah. This bit often hurts, especially if you sit at a desk a lot. So actually releasing the tension there. Actually, I know it sounds really odd, but releasing the tension here might well help with your tension headaches. Okay. Just do a little bit of ringing here, release any tension you've got here. And now I've just got you relaxed, I'm going to do something that's a little bit vigorous, called hacking. Just gets the blood flowing around this area of the leg. Helps to release any tension. And just do this to soothe it down a bit. And then we go again with something a little bit more vigorous, which is called cupping. It's like horses' hooves. Going to massage around your knee very gently. If anything hurts at all or it's painful, do let me know. We don't massage right on the knee bone, but just the areas around it. Just going to move down a bit to your lower leg. Right. I'm just going to turn your legs slightly like that. That's it. slightly to the other side so we can get this part of the leg as well. So just massaging slightly either side of your tibia and fibula. And then coming down, just going to stroke over. This actually would feel quite nice. Stroke over your foot. Just a gentle massage around your ankles. Then this area actually holds quite a bit of tension as well. Just in between your toes there. Right, so I'm just going to gently massage the bottom of your foot. Hopefully this will be very pleasant for you. Okay, just going to keep this side nice and warm while I move to the other side. Slightly. Right, we're going to move to your other leg now and do exactly the same on the other leg. Right, just massaging around that knee area. It's amazing, you've got a very strong muscle here, and actually releasing the tension should help you there as well. I don't know if you can feel that.
Yeah.
Just going to do the other side. Oh, we've actually got some crystals down here. That's unusual. Okay, I'm going to get rid of those. I think it's because your feet have got very cold. I can feel that. So we'll make sure we wrap them up after this. Right. Wrap these up so that they don't get cold. Okay, right, now we're moving on to the arms. So let's just get this oil on first. It's going to start to knead this area, and then later we'll do the shoulders in a little bit more depth. At the top of the arm, especially if you're sat at a desk, can hold a lot of stress and tension. So we'll release that. Let's get this underneath the arm stack. There we go, we can get to that now. Right, just going to knead this area. I'm going to pop you so that you're resting against me there. Just move up to the wrist here and the hand. Obviously we do hold quite a lot of tension in our hands, so actually just a gentle massage in the palm of the hands can really help to relax you. And then also on the top of the hand we can massage in between the slight spaces that we can massage in between, just to release any toxins and crystals that have built up there. And then just a very gentle massage on these fingers. Just feels nice, hopefully.
Feels lovely.
And then we'll just do effleurage around the whole area there. I'm going to just tuck this under so it stays nice and warm. Right. Do some deep kneading in this area. get rid of any tension around the shoulders, and then, as I said, we'll finish off with a little bit more depth on there when we turn you over. A little bit of massaging in this sensitive area here around your elbow, and then we'll do some little petrissage movements here just to release any tension you've got in your arm, especially obviously if you're right-handed. You've probably got more stress in this arm than the other one because you use it a lot more. It's worth giving it a little bit of attention. Then we'll go up into the hand again. Just relax your arm a bit. That's it. Definitely more tension in this hand than the other one, and that's to be expected if you're right-hander. Can you feel those crystals popping in there? Yeah, so it's worth doing. Okay, just do a few more of these gentle movements in your hand. Right, we're now going to move on to the neck and shoulders, which I mentioned earlier. I'm going to do a little bit more in depth there. A little bit of what we call knuckling around this area, get rid of any tension that's lingering. A little bit at the back of your neck there, so keep touching on that. Let's go back into there. There we go. That's clearing that. So you don't need to do this too much because you've already done it with the arm massage. So this is just an extension of what we were doing earlier. Right, there we go. And then we're just going to move to the abdomen. I'm just going to put some oil on there. And obviously be aware if people are feeling sensitive in their tummy area, just be very, very gentle with it. So it's more very slow movements, not really. I mean, some people start hacking and things like that at their stomach area, and it's just not something I'm comfortable doing. So it tends to be really very gentle massage movements here. You can do a little bit of very gentle kneading along here, palmar movements. Do that along this side as well. Just going to do a few moves around your colon, very gentle, in the right direction. As I said, some people will put in much stronger moves in here, but with this tiny tummy that we've got here, that is actually quite difficult to do, so I'm literally just going to carry on with some gentle stroking moves. And obviously if you're going for a massage with somebody else, they might do some more vigorous moves with the bottom of their wrist there. But I don't have the room to do that here. I'm just going to follow your colon round, just clear anything that you've got there. Then okay. How does that feel?
It's okay.
Nice, very gentle on there. Okay, what we're going to do now is we're going to turn you over so that we can do a back massage. Right, we're going to finish off with a back massage. Just need to get a bit of oil on there first. A little bit more. Got a little bit left of this blend, which is nice. There we go. Just a little bit to loosen up this tension in the neck area here. Some small moves. Just going to move your hair out of the way as well. Right. Just going to see if we've got any areas of tension along here. I have at the very bottom there, so we'll deal with that in a moment. But the rest of your back and shoulders seems fine. Maybe it was that earlier bit we did. So we've already released the tension there, which is good. Right. Just going to make sure we've released everything here. Slowly move down to the bottom there. There's a little bit there. Nice and slow. You're much more relaxed than you were at the beginning of the massage. So clearly working on the other parts of your body in this instance has worked. That might help release overall tension. Just going to move to get release into the lymph nodes and get rid of some of the toxins sitting in there. I'm getting slight redness at the top of the back, which is a good thing. It's like what they call erythema. Just happens, which means the oils are absorbing well and the massage is creating that healing aspect. I'm just going to do a little bit around this sacrum area here. Do a little bit of a figure of 8, but obviously for privacy reasons we can't go too low. But this will still get the top of your sacrum and release some tension there. Do a little bit of ringing around the back here. Do Right, final effleurage. Nice smooth movements down that back, just to get any last bits of tension removed. Now I'm just going to do some gentle strokes, just to bring the massage to a close. Just up into your head, just to finish. There we go. How do you feel?
So relaxed.
Good. That was worth doing those few extra bits, wasn't it? Yeah. I think that's helped release those stressful tensions that are causing your headache. And doing the full body massage hopefully will have a great impact. And then we can catch up at your next visit to see if that has had an impact.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for your time.